government just said it's handing your child $1,000, and some of the wealthiest Americans in the country, people like Michael Dell, Ray Dalio, and the CEOs of BlackRock and JP Morgan, are now piling on top of that with hundreds of millions more. Most parents have no idea their kid qualifies for multiple layers of this money. That changes today. Hey, I'm Patrick McAndrew with American Wealth Planner. I'm a fiduciary financial advisor, and for anyone who's not sure what that means, it's just basically means I'm legally required to put your interests first. Not mine, not a commission, yours. Today we're doing a full breakdown of the Trump accounts, what they are, who qualifies for the government money and the private money, the real pros, the real cons, and what I actually tell my clients to do. Let's get into it. Congress created Trump accounts as part of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. They officially opened July 4th, 2026, on the 250th anniversary of our American independence. I generally could not have scripted that timing better. This is a super family friendly policy, and these accounts are exactly something that I can totally get behind. I hope your 4th of July was fantastic and you enjoyed it with your families and celebrated our country. And here's yet another gift for our children that opened up on the 4th of July. Here's a simple version. A Trump account is a tax advantaged investment account that gets opened in your child's name. You, the parent or guardian, are the custodian until they turn 18. That means at 18, the account converts into a traditional individual retirement account, also known as an IRA, in their name. Think of it as your child's first retirement account. That's the proper way to look at this. It started the day they're born in some cases. The money inside that account gets invested in low-cost American stock index funds. Think S&P 500 type funds, with fees capped by law at 0.1%. That is exceptionally low. The whole thing grows tax deferred, meaning no taxes on dividends or gains until the money comes out. Okay, here's the important piece. To open one, you need to file IRS Form 4547. You can do it at trumpaccounts.gov or attach it to your 2025 tax return. That's it, 10 minutes free. But here's the thing nobody's fully explaining. There are multiple layers of money available from multiple sources. And which ones your child gets depends on specific eligibility criteria. Let me walk you through every layer right now. All right, layer one, the federal government, $1,000. Children born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028, at least that's how it is right now, U.S. citizens with a Social Security number are eligible for a one-time $1,000 deposit from the U.S. Treasury. Now, that's not free money, by the way. I've been hearing people say that, and our taxes do pay for it, and so you should go get it. Also important, this is not automatic. You have to file the form 4547 to claim it. So parents of newborns or toddlers born in that window, stop what you're doing, go to trumpaccounts.gov and file that form. Free money, in this case for your child, does not come find you. Layer two, Michael and Susan Dell, $250 for up to 25 million kids. The Dell family, now they're worth nearly $150 billion. Michael Dell built Dell Technologies starting in his college dorm room, and fast forward many, many years later, he has now pledged $6.25 billion of their own money to seed accounts with $250 for children under 10 who live in zip codes where the median household income is below $150,000. Now, here's the part that makes this massive. Only about 3% of zip codes in the entire country have median incomes above $150,000. That means the overwhelming majority of American families are in a qualifying zip code. The Dell contribution is expected to reach like 80% of children underage and under or across like 75% of US zip codes. If your child is 10 or under and was born before 2025, meaning they don't qualify for the federal $1,000, the Dell 250 is very likely theirs. It deposits automatically when you open the account. Now, less people will be able to qualify for this, but it is available. Layer 3, Ray Dalio, $75 million for Connecticut. Ray Dalio is the founder of Bridgewater Associates, one of the largest hedge funds in the world. He pledged like $75 million to match the Dell contribution dollar for dollar for roughly 300,000 children in Connecticut, specifically, again, kids in zip codes with median incomes under $150,000. Dalio said he was inspired by his own experience as a young investor. He also called on other philanthropists to step up in their home states, and that's exactly what's happening. Layer 4, Brad Gerstner, 250 for kids under 5 in Indiana. Right, so all the folks in Indiana, listen up. Gerstner is the CEO of Altimeter Capital. He's also one of the architects for the Trump account concept. He's been pushing this idea for many years. He's also pledged $250 for children under 5 with a Trump account in Indiana, right? Under 5. That's the key number there. He's been very public that his goal is to make, and I'm quoting him directly here, every child in America a capitalist from birth. I love that. I love that. Layer 5, and this applies to a lot of folks, major employers. This one might be the biggest for a lot of people watching this. Companies including JP Morgan, Bank of America, BlackRock, Charles Schwab, BNY, Robinhood, SoFi, Coinbase, Intel, Nvidia, IBM, Comcast, Delta Airlines, Chipotle, Uber just got involved. The list keeps growing. They'll match the federal $1,000 contribution for employees' children, and some are going beyond that up to $2,500 per child, all pre-tax. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon said this directly. This is about making it easier for families to start investing and saving early and wisely. If your employer is on this list or joins it, and by the way, the Treasury Secretary has launched a 50-state challenge to recruit more donors and companies every week. So the list is growing. Your child could walk into their first Trump account with a couple $1,000 or more before you spend $1 of your own money. So let's make this simple. Just to recap, if your child was born between 2025 and 2028, go file Form 4547, claim that $1,000 from the U.S. Treasury. If your child is 10 or under, born before 2025, got to be, right? Check your zip code. The Dell 250 is likely yours. And check your employer's HR portal. The list of companies offering matching contributions is growing fast. Okay, beyond the money that is available out there for you, what's actually good about these accounts? All right, let's talk the pros and cons of how this account works. Pro 1, no earned requirement. Unlike a Roth IRA, your child does not need to have a job or earned income to have an account open for them. Zero. Day 1, hour 1. All right. Pro 2, costs capped by law. All right. The expense ratio inside the account cannot exceed 0.1%. That is extraordinarily low, and it really protects small balances from being eaten up by fees over time. Right. Pro 3, tax deferred compound growth. The money grows without you paying annual taxes on dividends or capital gains. So that's really good stuff. If a family contributes the maximum, and there is a maximum, $5,000 per year at a reasonable growth rate of like 6%. Remember, that's not a guarantee. I want to be clear, past performance does not guarantee future results. That account could reach around $190,000 to $191,000 and beyond by age 18. That's a pretty meaningful financial foundation for a young adult. That's a great jump start on your retirement. Imagine if you had that at 18. Now, without good counsel, you probably would have spent it, right? Just like me. Pro 4, financial literacy leads me to this. Built in as your child gets older, they'll see their own account, right? They'll have the opportunity to learn what a stock is, what the market is, why American companies are creating so much value. That education is worth as much as the money itself, and it starts as early as you want it to. And it's critical here. Like, if you're not talking about money with your kids, yeah, that money's going to get spent on probably silliness at 18, right? Pro 5, big one, employer contributions for business owners. This is really important. If you're self-employed or you own a business, contributing to your own child's Trump account through your business as an employer benefit is pre-tax. That's essentially a raise that goes directly to your kid's future. And if you have employees, offering this benefit that builds loyalty at a fraction of the cost of a salary increase, a lot of good opportunities there. Okay, now I am a fiduciary, which means you're getting the full picture, not just the highlight reel and not just the pros. Here are the real cons. Okay, con number one, the money is locked until 18, period. No exceptions for emergencies, private school, braces, gymnastics, travel ball, nothing, right? If your kids need money before they turn 18, this account cannot help you. Zero flexibility in the growth phase as it stands right now, right? Con two, this is not a college savings account. I need to say that clearly because a lot of marketing around these accounts implies college benefits. Most of this marketing was done early. Early drafts of the law had favorable education withdrawal treatment. That was removed from the final version. If college funding is your primary goal, and that's the highest value you have for the money you're allocating for your children's future, a 529 plan is still your best tool. Or they can join the military like I did. These accounts serve a different purpose. All right. Con three, withdrawals are taxed. All earnings come out as ordinary income. Right. This is the exact same thing like your IRA, right? If you have one, or any kind of retirement you have with your employer, typically. Compare that to a Roth IRA or a 529 where qualified withdrawals can be completely tax-free. Before age 59 and a half, withdrawals do trigger also a 10% early withdrawal penalty, with limited exceptions for a few things like higher education or a first home purchase. Right, that's how that stands right now. All right, con four, investment restrictions. Now, I do like that it's targeted towards American companies. I do like that. However, your only options inside the account are U.S. equity index funds. There's no bonds, there's no international exposure, no active management. It's very simple. For a long horizon account, that is not necessarily bad. Broad U.S. market exposure over 18 plus years for the newborns has historically been strong. But you should understand you have minimal flexibility on the investment side. And also consider it is a retirement account, so it should be much more than 18 years we're talking about here. Con five, and this one is the one I talk about most with parents, the 18-year-old problem. Right? The day your child turns 18, this account is legally theirs. They can do whatever they want with it, including liquidating it entirely, paying income tax on every dollar and spending it. Right? There is no protection built into the account structure against that scenario. This means the work you do as a parent, teaching financial values, having the conversations early, building the discipline matters as much as the account itself. And here's a good tool to do that with, because they can't do anything with it till they turn 18, but you can show them how it works. And it's a great tool to have those conversations around. You got to talk about money with the kids. All right. Okay. Here's the actual play I walk my clients through. Step one, just to summarize it all, right? If your child was born between 2025 and 2028, file Form 4547 at trumpaccounts.gov today. You can do the form with your taxes, or you can just go to the website. I recommend you go to the website. Claim the $1,000 if you're able to, right? That's a no-brainer. Step two, if your child is 10 years old or under and born before 2025, open the account. Do the same thing. Go file. Go to the website. That Dell $250 deposits automatically for most qualifying families. Step three, this is for everybody, no matter where you live, no matter what your zip code, no matter what the income is. Check your employer benefits. If your company offers matching contributions, that is free money you are leaving on the table by not enrolling. Step four, do not abandon your 529 for a Trump account. Remember, these serve completely different purposes. A 529 is your college tool. A Trump account is your child's retirement head start. The right answer for most families is a mix of both. Just depends on how much you want to give to which goal. Each doing its specific job inside a complete financial plan. Step five, have the 18-year-old conversation now. Start building that financial literacy in your household. The account is a tool. Your family's values are the foundation here. That's the play. Simple, practical, built around your specific situation. If you want to talk about how all this fits in your family's numbers, your retirement, your business income, your kids' college, your insurance, your tax, all of it, right? That's exactly what I do. I'm a fiduciary. I work specifically with entrepreneurs, veterans, and American families who want their money to reflect their values. The link to book a call is in the description below.